I'm here in the main yard this morning. I pulled up, I found a little swarm gathering over here. They finally settled in on this pallet board. It's just a little small swarm. Came out of a hive that we did in a prior video. The title of the video is a quick way to turn one hive into two. We just did a walkaway split on it, and that's the reason we've got this little swarm here. There's a good remedy to keep this from happening that we failed to do, and I'm going to show you how to stop this from happening and the reason that it did happen. And then we're going to box this hive up. I'm going to show you how we go about giving a little swarm like this the best chance to make it. All right, if you're going to do a walkaway split, there's other steps you need to take afterwards to keep a swarm from coming out. This is it's going to be a virgin queen in this swarm. And what happens when you do a walkaway split, they're going to go in there and make a bunch of emergency cells. And the best thing to do after that, if you go into that hive 4 days later and pick out, you only want to leave 2 cells, max of 2 cells. You can, no more than that. Sometimes we usually just leave 1 cell, and but a lot of people use 2, and that's fine, but no more than 2, because what will happen if you leave more than that, they'll start to swarm. As those virgins start emerging, they actually cover those cells that they want to hold back from emerging. They'll sit on them and vibrate, and it keeps the virgin from emerging out of that cell. They'll allow one to emerge, 1 or 2, or sometimes more than that to begin with. When you got a lot of cells in there, they'll allow the first ones to emerge, and part of that hive, just like with a normal swarm, they will leave with that virgin and leave back some more queens to emerge, some more virgins to emerge out, and that'll knock your population back down. And so the best thing to do is just go in there and eliminate those extra cells to start with, and it'll stop this swarming from happening. It don't happen near as much if you got not a very strong split. If you got a weaker split, it won't really happen. But when you make a really strong split like we did in that prior video and leave a lot of queen cells in there, it's going to happen every time. You're going to lose a lot of your bees from that strong split that you made. So go back in there 4 days later, and the reason for 4 days, if you go in there, you're going to have some, with a walkaway split, you're going to have some older cells and some younger cells. After 4 days, those cells that they started with older larvae is going to start to be capped off. So when you open it up, there's going to be some capped cells and some open cells, most likely. And you want to pick 2 of the open cells. You want to eliminate those capped cells because they're going to be started from older larvae and going to wind up producing some inferior queens to what you will get with the open cells. So those open cells starting from that younger larva is going to make better queens, and that's what you want to leave behind. So go in there, mash all the cap cells, pick you out the 2 best looking open cells, leave those, and those will leave you with good queens and leave you with a hive that's not going to swarm with all those extra virgins emerging out. I'm going to go in here. We're going to pull a frame out of this hive over here and show you how we hive a swarm like this. Really, not just a swarm like this, but any swarm. I like to take, if it's a big swarm, I'll put it in a 10 frame box. This is a tiny swarm. I could put this in a 2 frame box, but I'm going to go ahead and do it in a 5 frame and give them maybe 1 or 2 frames of drawn comb. But also I'm going to go in and pull out a frame of open brood out of another box and place in there right in the middle of this hive. And that'll hold that swarm. A lot of times you have a swarm in a box, you come back the next day and they'll be gone. But typically, if you'll put a frame of open brood in there with that new swarm, that open brood really holds them well, and that'll give you a lot better chance of keeping that swarm in that box. This is that hive that we made that split out of in the prior video. We're going to go in here for that tiny swarm. We're going to grab a frame of food too. They're going to need it. It's middle of August. They're not going to be able to get anything. We're going to give them a frame of food, find a frame of open brood to give them. And on those 2 frames I'm going to pull out of here to give them, I'm going to try to find some cap brood also to give them a little bit of boost in bees because the population is so small. I'm going to place these 2 foundations right back in the place of these frames I'm going to pull out. This is a very strong hive, and they can certainly use a couple of new frames to draw out. It's not going to hurt them to lose anything. I'm gonna just find my 2 frames, find me a good frame of food. I'm gonna also with the brood frame I'm gonna pull out, and we're gonna shake all the bees off of it and just give them just the frames. I'm not gonna leave too much open brood in there because that swarm is so small they're not gonna be able to cover much. Even though it is August, the brood would probably be fine, but I want to make sure I get that they're able to cover what open brood's in there. A frame like this would be really good if you find a full sheet of cap brood and have a little open larvae in that. That would be ideal for that tiny swarm, because this would give them a big boost in bees, but still have some open brood in there to really hold them. That open brood's what really holds them. The cap brood not so much, but the cap brood will give them a big boost in numbers. So kind of want to go between the lines there and find a little bit of both. This will probably be a good frame. There's an open brood all over this frame. Really, that's probably too much. Alright, here's a good frame to use. This has got a lot of food on it. Got a little bit of honey, a lot of pollen, bunch of cap brood on both sides, and some open larvae in there. That's everything we need right there on that one frame. I think I'll just use just that one frame. That's good enough, especially for this small swarm. That'll be perfect. We're going to put them in a 5-frame box. That'll give them a good boost of numbers, and by the time we get through with the goldenrod flow, that should be a fairly strong 5-frame nuke. We're going to go ahead and hive this little swarm of bees, place them in a 5-frame nuke. Show you what I've got here. Right here in the middle, we've got the frame of brood and food we pulled out of the other hive. Right up against that, I got 2 frames of drawn comb. Comb's already drawn out. That'll give them a little boost. Have that queen to have somewhere to lay right off the bat. Go ahead and start growing the colony. Right up against those on the outside walls, we're going to use 2 frames of foundation. That'll give them a little to draw, and we don't want to fill that box up with open, drawn out comb, because there's just not going to be enough bees in here to really cover that, defend that from pests, from hive beetles and wax moths. By the time they get growing out enough to cover 2 or 3 of these frames, then they'll begin to draw out these outside foundations, and there'll be enough bees in there at that point to defend all those frames and keep the wax moths and beetles from laying up in them. So with that brood in there, it's going to hold this little swarm. I just knock the bees off in there. We can, the way I do, I just rake them off. I like to spray them down with some water or sugar syrup is the best way to do. Keep them from flying off so much, but these, once that queen's in there and a good amount of bees is in that box, they're going to stick to those frames. They're going to stick to that brood frame. They're going to walk right up there, cover it up, and what stragglers are left, whatever you miss the box, whatever winds up on the ground, whatever winds up flying, those bees inside is going to start fanning, and they're going to find their way in this hive. So you don't even have to knock them here on the hive. If you'll take that little split, just drop it right on the front of the box. Matter of fact, that's what I'll do and show you. Just drop them right down on the front, and all those bees will march right in that box. And I'm gonna do that and show you.